Millennials, what's your plan for retirement? Work till noon the day of my funeral. Sorry, lunch hour is really busy for us. We're going to need you to work through that. And if you could come in tomorrow, that'll be great. Save a lot, die before retirement. Will my retirement savings to my kids so they have a chance. This hit hard. My father just passed away from cancer suddenly. I learned that he's saved up a lot. He was going to retire next year. With how hard he worked and how much he saved, it does give me and my siblings a chance to retire comfortably. But I would give it all back instantly if I could just have him back with us. I vowed to not let his hard work go to waste. It's up to me to give his life meaning. I have so much I have yet to learn from him. My mom's rather sudden death is the only thing that put me in a position to buy a house. I'd burn it down if it meant more time with her. I figure there are at least 3 big economic busts between now and then, so I'm planning to die in a nude beach blowjob jet ski shootout. Only 3 and no nuclear war? We got an optimist over here. I'm hoping to get off work in time to attend my funeral. Early leave denied. We're short-staffed. I need you to work late. Your manager probably. Find a nice commune and go die in the woods like a house cat. My mom has always said we'll put her out on an ice floe. We're meeting with her lawyers soon to discuss contingency plans for when there's no more sea ice. There's always the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Retirement? LOL. Flip a coin. Either I'm not living to see retirement age, or I'll be working till I'm 90. And just to be clear, I have a well-paying and secure job, no loans, and savings. I'm just confident that shit's going to get so bad that I'll be working until I drop dead. I did some financial planning and determined I can retire by the time I am 97 and can live for 11 minutes on my savings. Fuck man, 11 whole minutes. Where are you storing that gold you stashed? Inflation just got a bit worse. That will be only 10 minutes, sorry. Maxing out my Roth IRA. Nearly maxing my company's traditional 401k. Should be all good by 60, then I can do whatever I want. SS would be a nice bonus, but I'm not counting on it. This was the only serious comment. Max out 401k to include the match. Pay off student loan debt. Continue to invest in brokerage account. I kind of feel like the other answers, while in jest, are based in truth. Because I would love to be able to max out my 401k contributions. But I have it set to 1%, and I'm still struggling paycheck to paycheck. I've got a plan. I'm going to turn my on-off switch to off, Bender. I say this and people laugh. I'm not laughing, it's my plan. Live longer than everyone else in the family, inherit their stuff, retire 5 minutes before I die. State pension. Hopefully shit doesn't crash so bad that other streams of income collapse too. But if the state pension fund goes away, we have way bigger problems than retirement anyway. I read this quick and thought you said state prison. Like your retirement plan is to go to prison and have the state care for you. It's not the worst idea, honestly. Die at my job. I'm neurodivergent and have never worked anything other than minimum wage jobs. I have no savings and no pension. I'll keel over mopping one day and that will be that. My job will be filled by that afternoon. Yep, I'm in the exact same situation. They probably hire someone else immediately and make the new person step over my body. Literally, my retirement age will probably be 10 years after I die. My body will be used to prop open a door by the government. Dying of dehydration while in a mass migration of climate refugees searching for a country with fresh water and fertile soil. Die. I figure I would just while low my retirement. When my funds run low, I'll pick up heroin. You're crazy to do that when you're young and healthy. But I figure if you're old and out of funds, might as well enjoy the trip. Every heroin addict describes their first heroin trip as the best feeling they have ever experienced. So why not? My goal is to retire no later than 65, 23 years to go WOO, with a paid-off house and live a modest life working in the garden, going for walks, removing all alarm clocks from my house, weekend trips, maybe one bigger vacation every couple years, having my kids and grandchildren, if they exist, over for dinners, holidays, etc. We can't even buy a house, let alone retire. We'll all work until we're dead. Early death. No, seriously. I had to retire at 38 because of disability and now live with an amount of money that's about half the poverty line in my country. I'm fairly certain that if my disabilities don't get me first, prolonged poverty will most certainly take care of my life expectancy. I've got a decent job and a solid setup for retirement. The problem is making enough money to live in the meantime. I don't want to wait till I'm in my 60s to afford to live. Cats. Cats, 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 cats. Retire at 50 and drink myself to death by 60. Sounds better than my plan to retire at 60 and drink myself to death at 50. There is so much self-loathing in this thread. Why don't you guys work toward a career that will allow you to save for retirement instead of dooming? With a 60 to 80k job and living below your means, you don't have to live downtown in a trendy city. You can definitely save at least 10 to 15% of your income. I had one. I was laid off. I now work in retail. No 401k at this job and a bunch of student loans, so I can expect to die less than penniless. My degree is in animation. The film industry is in a recession, and up to 50% of animators are currently unemployed. There are no jobs to apply for. Almost nothing is getting greenlit for production. I've been trying that for a dozen years now. I moved up to help my dad after a health scare. That lasted 7 years with the only jobs paying decent enough to be close to take care of him being in the restaurant industry. I relocated last year to an area with more opportunities than I previously had, and paying less rent. But I lack experience in fields that I would like to go into. I graduated cum laude with a poli-sci and IR degree, but I'm stuck in dead-end serving bartending jobs that offer no benefits whatsoever. I broke my hand this year and was out of work for 6 weeks and had to pay for everything out of pocket, which killed my emergency fund since I can't qualify for Medicaid. I haven't even been to a doctor in 14 years. It's not easy to get that career job. Fuck, if I could just get something at all where I get any benefits to help me save for anything, I would cry tears of joy. I fucked myself by trying to be a good child. My retirement plan is a Smith & Wesson. Or I pray I get cancer soon so I don't have to worry about this and be depressed all the time. Die in the climate wars. I'd love to make it to the climate wars. Seems like the country is speedrunning the Third Reich at the moment. We've just started in on the disappearing people without due process, so I'm being WW3 before the climate wars hit. 15 years more of full-time work will give me 25 years worth of retirement. Then work 5 years part-time for spending traveling money. This is my second pension. I had to cash out the first pension, the down payment of my house. All of my financial planning is based on X years of work. Well, I've been laid off twice since 2020 rolled around, so of the past 5 years I spent 2.5 working and 2.5 looking for a new job. Every time I get a new job, I'm barely living and just socking away money to pay for my next layoff while also paying down the debt accrued from paying for the last layoff. It's hopeless. I can plan. I'm good at saving money. But I have to make money to save money. And there is no longer any reliable way for me to extract money from this economy. I try not to think about it. Bad idea, but I'm stressed as is. Same here, I've done everything right, but can't get ahead. Got a degree. I've been working full-time since I was about 15. As soon as I get into this field, suddenly benefits and pay started disappearing. But I couldn't afford to go back for another degree either. I've tried to be aggressive saving for retirement, but I have a genetic disorder that has put me in the hospital every couple of years. It's emptied out my retirement funds several times now. I spend at least 10k on a good year just to stay alive. There's just no way for me to get ahead. Maybe federal prison? Good choice. Shelter, healthcare, food, clothes, meds, utilities, laundry, all covered. Worth at least $45,000 year US, which is about triple minimum wage. Death, I have bipolar, so statistically I'll be dead before I need to worry about any of that. I don't even know what I'm gonna have for dinner WYM retirement. I'm just delulous, so I'm still convinced I'm going to win the lotto at some point. Kidding, I have a ton of investments, stocks, bonds, crypto, ETFs that pay me, 401k at 15%, universal life insurance policy, no debt, old car, never buy new clothes. My only money spending is I live on the beach, so my area makes it easy to walk and I love the ocean. I don't drink, so that's helpful, and my boyfriend and I are home buddies, so we love being home with our pups. I know life sounds boring, but I'm not working past 50 and working hard now to make that happen. I was gonna go crazy in a nursing home, but I can't even enjoy that because I work at a school, and the future generations are worrying me. Pray that this shit is fixed by the time I'm in my 60s, or hit the lotto. Honestly, high-key looking to move abroad. A good chunk of my country is hellbent on fucking shit up, and we've been through so many downturns only to be told to eat less avocado toast and buy a starter home, as if any of that is practical advice. Currently mentally preparing myself for a life with no kids and staying single forever, because why would I want to bring someone into this shithole world we've built? Hopefully I'll have enough to retire in some other country that's cheap enough to where I no longer really have to worry about money. Then I just play video games until I keel over and die. I'm gonna crochet the most obvious fake gun you've ever seen. Then I'm gonna go to the bank and demand all their money. No one will shoot me, because I'll look so ridiculous. But they'll send me to either prison or a state mental hospital. Either way, free room and board and 3 square meals a day sounds like retirement to me. Not retiring. Retiring is for the weak. Die at work like the rich want you to. LOL. I gave up on the notion of hefty nest egg for retirement. Instead, trying to see life more holistically by taking care of my stress, sleep, what I eat, and keeping relationships honest each day. I save where I can and try to work in places I don't hate. Plus, I can see myself working part-time during retirement out of sheer boredom. What's your plan for retirement? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.